Hello and welcome to the April Walsh Show. And I know I'm a little more casual than usual. It's because I'm wearing my Girl Power shirt. When I tell you that I've had an exciting, fun-filled day on today in Troup County, in LaGrange, I tell you, we had a wonderful time. Denise Mosley, her daughter Yanni, they have put together a wonderful event for girls this entire week. And we've had a wonderful time today. Off with an inspirational, empowering message from Felicia Hamilton, who was here on the show recently. And I'm telling you, Felicia said, do you want to be a local mogul? A local mogul. Who does that? That's right. We want to be global moguls, okay? But we had a wonderful time. It's for girls ages 12 to 19 years old, and we just had a great turnout this morning. Expecting a bigger turnout the rest of the week. They're going to have a skate party on this coming Thursday. Please, it's not too late to get your girls involved. They've got to get involved. We've got to do something. We've got to take our girls back from the street. We've got to do it. And bringing them to events like this, it should have been more. It should have been standing room only. So we know we got to start somewhere. So please get your girls involved, your nieces, your cousins, your daughters, have them there. If you need more information, you can email me, theaprilwalshshow@yahoo.com. Again, that is theaprilwalshshow@yahoo.com. You can email me if you want more information about Girl Power, because I'm telling you, or you can look it up on the website at www.girl with 3 R's power.com. So check them out. It's not too late. They're going to have coming up this week, they're going to do a tour at LaGrange College. On Thursday is a skate party. They're going to be doing tiaras and tutus, and then they're going to have a slumber party, movie night, all of this. And we do want to thank the people who donated their time, donated money towards this. This is a grassroots effort. And I'm telling you, it's just going to explode. It's going to come to a city near you. You got to watch out for it. Coming up tonight on the April Walsh Show, we've got our interview with young Jeezy. We were able to go and see the premiere of his shoe line, gourmet shoe line with his partners, his partnership. So we'll be checking that out. Hope you like the shoe. We'll see what you think about the shoe. We got that coming up. Also, we've got Marc and Rob. They're here, and they're going to tell us what they've got coming up. Actors, that's right, in our area, doing big things. And we're going to talk to them on their roles that are coming up. So stay tuned. We're going to come back with more of the April Walsh Show.
China Moon, the best Chinese food in town. They're located at 105 Valley Plaza in Lanett, Alabama. They have the largest all-you-can-eat buffet. They're open 7 days a week. Call them at 334-642-3368. That's China Moon, the best Chinese food in town.
And we're back. And if you just saw one of those pictures, that's one of the styles that Corey's doing. One of those little beautiful children. That's our little Reagan. And come to Corey's Hair Salon. He is our biggest sponsor, okay? You all know what I mean. He is our biggest sponsor that we have. So make sure that you contact him. We are looking for a stylist at Corey's Hair Salon. So if you are a master cosmetologist who have your license in the state of Georgia, come on by Corey's Hair Salon. Tell them, hey, I've been looking for work. I've been doing it in the kitchen too long. I'm tired of doing it at home. Tired of having people over to my house. So if you want to do it at a hair salon, if you're ready to come out of that house and stop doing hair, come to Corey's Hair Salon and he'll tell you about the affordable booth rents we have available and we'll get you going. So come on by Corey's Hair Salon. Let me give you the number, 706-643-0147 and find Corey, okay? Well, coming up, like I mentioned to you before, we were able to go in an event that was held in Atlanta with Young Jeezy and Gourmet Footwear. Gourmet Footwear. Gourmet Crown. And we were able to go and see some of the shoes. And we're going to let Young Jeezy tell you what he got coming up.
Involvement in the brand.
Yeah, I want to kind of bring a little bit of South flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do what I do. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna do your own shoe?
Of course. Yeah.
What would it look like? So, what materials would you look?
Just let Michael Jordan know I'm on my way, baby. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't playing. We're gonna have them lined up around the store when they drop. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So what else do you want people to know about the partnership?
I mean, this partnership, because I want people to know this is not an endorsement deal. This is no such thing. You know what I mean? I definitely ain't the type to do anything for a check of money. This is something I really wanted to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? My son loves shoes. I love kicks. And what better way than to have something to do with your own kicks? You know what I mean? It's like, it's a partnership right here. We're going to bring this to the world. We're going to show them, look, we can do our own thing. You can do it too. You can rock with us. Walk with us, baby. Gourmet. That's what we're doing.
That's what's up. Thank you.
Tell us where we can find the shoes.
Right here at Wish, right now. What size you need, baby? Now he tell you where they at, though.
I mean, we're at a lot of spots domestically. We have our own website, but we're small. We're small. We're boutique, and we're trying to keep that higher line consumer right now. But we're definitely athletic as well from a functional aspect. We're really concentrating on making our stuff look a lot better than that stuff that's out there. So you can look right, and then you can take it to the gym.
That's right.
Tell us about the social media side. I'm seeing it all on your Instagram and all of that.
Yeah.
So.
I just want to, I really don't, my fans are my fans. I love them to death, but when I get onto something new, I try to put them on to it as well. And, it's organic. I put it on my Instagram because I felt like, I wanted to see where was going with this. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get their input, and they love it. So, we're going to keep rocking. You know what I mean? It's gourmet, baby. It's way of life.
And welcome back to the April Ross Show. And with me tonight, we have Marc and Rob, and they're actors. And they have a project coming up called Rough Patch. Is that correct?
Rough Patch.
All right, Rough Patch Twisted Faith is what it's called. Tell us about the role. First, how did you all get involved in it?
Okay, well, initially I saw a casting for it online, and I liked the premise of the subject, and I felt it was something that I could relate to and a character that I could bring across to the screen. So I just submitted my stuff, and I got a call later on down the line, actually a few months down the line, and I was really excited about it.
Tell us about your role.
Okay, well, I actually have two roles. I'm actually playing an old man at one point, a homeless old man, and I'm a homeless man, and I'm also playing a character named Lonnie. That's part of a group called the Brotherhood, basically an affluent, prestigious group of young black men who get together and they build each other up and just, talk about current events.
Okay, and how long have you been acting? Is this your first role?
No, it's not my first role. I've been acting seriously for about 5 years now. So,
okay.
It's probably my fourth full-length feature film.
Okay. You excited about it?
I'm ecstatic.
You are?
I'm very excited.
All right, Rob, tell us about your role.
Well, my role in the movie is Maury.
Okay.
Basically the straight talker of the group. Doesn't bite his tongue. He'll tell you exactly how he feels, whether he thinks you're gonna like it or not. I'm basically the mean guy of the group.
The bad guy.
I'm kind of the bad guy, but I'm the good guy as well.
So how did you get involved in acting, Rob?
Well, actually, it's funny. For this film, I was actually supposed to be an extra, but I actually sat down with the producer, Miss Tony Brown, and we sat down. She threw the opportunity at me about actually being a part of the film. I shot her my audition, and it's just the rest is history.
How is it going into an audition? How is that? To
It's
prepare for the role?
it's nerves.
It is.
Yeah, it's nerves. It's kind of like, I play sports, so I was always nervous before every game. An audition, one of those things, preparation is always the key.
Really?
Preparation helps to eliminate a lot of nerves. I've learned that, through personal experience. So going to an audition, you just want to make sure whether you have your monologues ready. You always want to have a monologue ready. And, cold reads, you just want to make sure that you look over the material and convey the emotions the best way you know how.
So when you're saying preparing for a role, so you were a homeless man, did you go out and sleep in the cold?
You know what? I didn't do that, but actually when I first moved out here, I actually was in an area where that was very close to me. So I kind of got a sense of it. So it definitely was something that I've seen, firsthand. And, people wouldn't believe the stories that those people actually have, to where they got to that point. So it was definitely a character that I could identify with.
Okay, and what about you, Rob? What do you do in preparation for your role?
Preparation, pray. That's the number one thing.
Number one thing.
Number one thing. I listen to music, mostly R&B. It helps relax me. I listen to J. Cole, a little Drake, just anything that'll relax me. So prayer and music are the main things that get me through. So I was preparing when I'm going into an audition.
Prayer and rap music, I love it. What a combination! I just love it. I know, perfect. It's perfect for you. That's right. Just keeping it real. So tell us about Rough Patch. Tell us about that movie. Twisted Paper.
Oh, you can go first.
Well, basically, with this movie, you're gonna get some of everything. You're gonna get heartbreak. You're gonna get deceit. You're gonna get happiness. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna cry. You're gonna be mad at some of the characters. It's just a good movie overall, and definitely encourage everyone to check it out.
Do y'all have any love scenes? Uh-oh, you got a little shy.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Yeah, no.
We don't.
Oh, not in this one.
Not in this one.
Now, Rob, you were recently in one of the movies in one of the sitcoms. Am I right?
That was BET Let's Stay Together. I was in episode 2 of that. That was a very good experience.
Tell us about that experience for you.
Well, with that, actually, it was my first time doing anything as far as acting.
Really?
It really was. But everyone on set, they were super nice. It's just a good experience overall. And I'm actually on 2 other episodes of Let's Say Together as well. It'll be episode 13 and episode 16 when the season kicks back up next month, 1st of July. So
do they call you and say this episode is coming on?
We actually at the time of shooting, we actually get the episode numbers of when the episode is gonna air. So that's how that is for that.
So what's your next role? What's next for you?
I'm actually working on a sci-fi thriller. It's called Deceptive Hearts. It's a sci-fi thriller about aliens living among us, and also actually delving into the interpersonal relationships as well, kind of on a different level. And it's a different type of project. A lot of people aren't familiar with working with the green screen aspects of filming. So it's definitely another thing that's kind of stretching me as an actor.
Really?
It's been a great experience.
So how is it working with green screen? Because you're just there, but they're going to be putting all the things around you.
Exactly. We're just in the beginning stages, but yes, basically you have to already imagine the imagery, the background. You have to stay natural. So for a lot of actors, it's a new experience. It's one for me as well, but it's one that I really relish because it's got the sci-fi slant to it.
So I love you're liking that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So Rob, as this journey starts for you with acting, what have you seen thus far? Have you seen the horror stories where people talk about, you're trying to find an agent? You don't have an agent?
I currently don't have an agent right now.
Okay.
I do.
You do?
I'm with Marlon R Productions.
Okay.
With Marlon Ratliff, and finding an agent is definitely, it can be a task.
Tell us about that experience. There's so many people who are out there who's trying to be actors, and I know that some people take people money, and so you got to have all these headshots and all this stuff. So tell us about
that. There are some basic fundamentals that you do need to have. Like you do want to have headshots or a comp card. A headshot is just, a nice shot that focuses, on your facial region. And a comp card is a card that basically has, maybe a full body shot or a half body shot, along with your stats listed, whether it be your height, weight, your shirt size. Going into finding that, you really want to make sure that you do your research. They tell you off the bat, if a company is really asking for your money, I wouldn't typically tell you to go for that, because if you're going to book roles, they're going to get an agency fee anyways. They're going to get maybe 10 to 15% out of any role that you actually audition for and that you book. So if they're really, believing that they're going to do that for you and put you in a position to succeed, then usually they're not going to ask you for money out the gate. Usually enormous amounts like $500, $700. I wouldn't recommend that.
Don't do it.
Not at all. I wouldn't.
We can make you a star for $1,000.
Right. Exactly.
And they're just drawing you a star.
It's tough.
So Rob, you're without an agent. You don't have an agent. So how have you been able to get these roles?
Working.
Just working on the grind.
Just on the grind. Every day, trying to find different.
How do you find these casting calls?
Internet.
That's it.
That's amazing.
Internet. That's what we are. But go ahead.
Marc has been helping me along the way as well. This is basically my big brother along his whole way. We met on the set of first and we just clicked. So ever since then, he's been helping me as far as like looking for agencies, what not to do, what to do, taking me to rehearsing lines. He's just been by my side the whole time. So I definitely thank him for that. Definitely.
So where do you all want to take this career? Do you want to stick with movies, or do you want to do sitcoms? Where do you want to go with this?
I kind of want to do it all. I see with a lot of actors, that start in sitcoms, and a lot of them, once they go to movies, they never go back.
They can't transition.
Right, like, once George Clooney left ER, he never went back to, regular TV, unless, a lot of actors are doing it now just because of the economics. So a lot of roles that were available for up-and-coming actors are not as available as much anymore, because a lot of the big names are coming back to TV because of the economic infrastructure right now. So, but I would like to do it all. I would love to do, movies.
And especially with reality, it's taken away a lot of the actors' pay. Reality shows, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, because people are just watching, they're getting more tuned in with the reality sitcoms and reality shows and so forth, and they're coming away from sitcoms. That's unfortunate for the actor.
It is. It makes it tough.
So what about you, Rob? Where do you want to take this to?
Stage plays, sitcoms, movies, just anything.
So you're in Atlanta, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, because I know everybody wants to work with Tyler Perry. It seems like, doesn't it?
The $1 million question.
They want to work with Tyler Perry in Atlanta. Have you been to the studio?
I've been to it, but I haven't been inside it. But that's the $1 million question. If you're in Atlanta, they always ask you, have you worked with Tyler Perry?
Have you worked with Tyler Perry?
Right.
Because his name is out there, of course, and he has the studio, he has the production company and all of that stuff. So I'm sure, he's able to fortunate enough to go to the studio, inside the studio, and it's huge. It's massive. And what took me aback is that, like, when we were there, and he fed his whole staff every day. Every day he feeds them.
That's great. You
go to work and you eat. I mean, they feed you breakfast. They got a whole cafeteria, weight room, everything. They prepare the meals all day. Whenever you're hungry, go get your food. You go back to your desk. Who wouldn't want to do that?
You know what? On acting sets, they feed you too, and to this day, that's still one of my favorite.
It is.
One of the favorite things about it.
They feed you and got your trailer, your little room, and everything, and you just sit down and eat. So it's been quite an experience. So what else you all want to tell us before we let you go today?
Okay, well, I just appreciate everybody taking the time to check us out. If you want to see, keep up with my career and what we have going on, you can definitely keep up with me at facebook.com, Marc with a C, .Henry, .Lazarre. That's spelled Lazarre. And I'm very interactive on this, so I'm definitely. I am.
Oh, do you do the Twitter thing?
I do the Twitter as well.
Oh my gosh!
You can definitely see me on Twitter at Marvelous Marc.
Marvelous Marc.
That's with a C, not a K.
Finding that on there. C, not a K.
C, definitely.
I just want to thank everybody for supporting me. It really means a lot to me. I'm a small town boy from the Valley. I never even thought I would be doing this, so just thank everybody for your support. Keep up with me, facebook.com/robtavius.madden. That's ROBTAEBIOUS .madden. And follow me on Twitter. I'm heavy on Twitter always. It's twitter.com. I am Rob Madden.
I am Rob Madden. So next step for you all after, when is Rough Patch coming out, first of all, and where can we see it?
Rough Patch is probably going to be coming out more towards the end of the year.
Okay.
And they're working on we do have a pretty good deal as far as TVs. I can't really divulge it right now,
problem.
but it definitely will be coming on TV and people will be able to have access to it. So that'll be definitely coming up in the coming months. We'll definitely make an announcement concerning that.
And you guys will keep us updated.
For sure.
On what's going on.
Definitely.
We love it. Check them out, Rob and Mark. Pray for these guys. I'm telling you. Check them out now while they're on the April Ross show. Because Oprah's next. How about that?
Exactly.
That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know, people say, well, April, you know, so how's your little show going? Where the little show at? This is my show. It's big to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It is what you make it, okay?
A little about it.
It is what you make it. And I ain't trying to be Oprah. Oprah got hers. I'm just trying to be April.
You're the first April.
That's right. You gotta say that. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping by on today. We're gonna come back with more of the April Ross Show. China Moon, the best Chinese food in town. They're located at 105 Valley Plaza in Lanett, Alabama. They have the largest all-you-can-eat buffet.
What's up, everybody? This is your man, Kirk Franklin. Keep watching the April Ross Show. Let's go.
And we're back. Sorry about those little technical difficulties. Make sure that you support our artists. We are trying to support and promote our own. And we're going to do that because you better be supporting them now. Because when they come big time, then you're going to say, oh, I remember when. Remember me now, okay, and support me. Anyway, for those of you who are in our viewing audience and locally, please support Girl Power. It's a very great organization. Tomorrow, Carrie Wells from Married to Medicine will be in LaGrange. She's going to be doing the empowerment speech on tomorrow. Hats off to Carrie because she's taking time out of her schedule to come and give our girls some encouraging words. You know, she's a huge star now, so she's taking time out of her schedule. That says a lot about her, and we do appreciate her taking the time out. So make sure that you check out Girl Power. Go to www.girl.power.com. And we've got more shows coming up. Also, email me if you want to be a part of the April Ross Show. If you want to come to the show one day and just hang out, the April Ross Show at yahoo.com. Find me on Twitter, April Ross Show, and also Facebook. It's under April Hand Ross. And our time is up. It's time for us to get out of here. Thank you all for your support. We do appreciate you always. Thank you, Corey, for running the board as always. You can check him out at Corey's Hair Salon, 643-0147, 706-643-0147.